Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. Happy Monday, everybody. It is the 28th of September. I'm blown away. I mean, next month is Halloween. It's October. And then we're only, 2 months away from Thanksgiving. And then Christmas is right around the corner. It is wild. Coming to the end of 2020, thank goodness, right? Well, welcome to the show. Today I want to talk about something definitely, I think, touching on something inside all of us. And I want to talk about fear. And, I know it's not a popular thing to talk about, right? But I think it's really important. The fears that we have can really limit us in our success. And, these fears can be a variety of things. And a lot of time, fear masks itself in the forms of one of its most popular companions, procrastination. I think procrastination is probably one of the things that destroys so many people's advancement in business or life. But procrastination, I think, is just a side effect of underlying problems. And I really think the majority of that is fear. Now, you might be, why are you talking about? This is a voiceover show. Why are we talking about fear? Well, fear comes in all shapes and sizes. And even the little things can really determine whether we are successful in this business or not. Doing things, simple things like making sure everything we do is fully, completely filled out. Making sure that we fill things out even though we don't have tons of, fancy named businesses to put down in our profiles that we've worked with. Fixing our thumbnails or the visual aspects of our business's presentation because we're worried about the way we personally look, or we don't have good pictures, or we don't know how to do it. We don't know what programs to use. We don't have a lot of money. We can't afford things. We think we got to buy things. And if only we bought something, right, which was a specialty of mine in the past, if only I bought the new thing, then I would be successful. All right. But it goes to an underlying problem, which is fear. Here's another thing. Maybe all I need to do is just, when I start my email campaign, when I'm ready, you know what I mean? When I have everything, all my ducks in a row, when I've got my perfect website, when I've got all my samples lined up, everything's perfect, I'll start my emailing. I'll start calling when I've got it somewhere for some people to go. I'll do this and I'll do that. There's so many different excuses that we come up with. But a lot of it, I think, is based in fear. Fear is not something to be ashamed of, all right? We all have fear. We really do. And I know you know this, but it's important, I think, to hear it again. All of us are afraid. When I first started my business and I was thinking about doing videos, and I think you could probably actually, if you go all the way back in this YouTube channel to the beginning, you could probably maybe see one or two that I did in my hobo fort. But the reality was I was ashamed. Not necessarily ashamed, but I was a little bit, or I was, thinking I was an imposter for posting videos, or if I do a video because I was in a hobo fort, packing blankets. I was like, who'd want to watch a video of a guy in a fort made out of a booth made out of packing blankets, and then have the gall to tell people how to be successful in voiceover. Right. I go back to the times where I was nervous, like who would want to even listen to me? Who'd want to even hear Anthony say anything? It's ridiculous. No one wants to hear from me. Those were fears. Or, why should I even try for that job? No one, I'm going against people who are just way better than I am. They've got better stuff than I do. They're just, I'll wait till I'm better prepared. We go through all of these things. I'll do it next week. A lot of times I ran through problems because I was afraid to make a decision. I was afraid to decide, okay, I'm going to put this up there. It's the best I can do right now, but I'm going to do it and let the chips fall where they will. That's actually really scary. I mean, it is to me, putting stuff out there that we don't know whether it's going to work or not, whether we don't know if it's, it's not perfect, whatever really is perfect. But so-and-so's is so much better than us. So-and-so's seems like it's so effortless. How does Anthony do all that stuff with the video? I mean, how does it sound like that all the time he does? There's so many things that when people we can compare ourselves to as well. But fear stops us from taking the necessary steps to fail. Now, I know you may be like, what do you mean fail? We have to fail in order to succeed. We have to screw up in order to succeed. We have to take that fear and courage and move forward, right? We have to have the courage to move forward in spite of that fear. Now, I know we all know this inside, but if we really knew it, most of us would do everything we could to fail. I love that saying, what was it, the Hall of Famer, was it Barry Bonds, or I can't remember, it was a baseball player who said, all you have to do to be in the Hall of Fame is strike out 7 out of 10 times, right? Because those 3 times you didn't strike out, you hit a home run, you'll be in the Hall of Fame. But I love the way you look at that, right? Because the more times you try something, the more afraid you are, but you still move forward, and the mistakes you make and you get better at it, the more successful you will be. So you inevitably are more successful the more times you fail. But I'm gonna tell you something about failing, though. It's darn hard. I mean, don't make a mistake. It's uncomfortable. It sucks. For lack of a better word, it does. We know this, right? It really sucks. I mean, I remember when, before I even got into voiceover, I tried so many different things. Of course, I was teaching, as you guys know, and I've done theater my whole life, but I was always interested in business in some way or some form. So I was always doing something, trying something new, and I failed over and over and over. It got so bad to the point where I would barely even get started on something and I'd quit, or I just fail. Because it became such a habit and it was painful. It got so painful to the point where I was upset all the time at my life. I was upset because I felt like I hadn't accomplished anything. Because and on top of that, I saw what other people were accomplishing, and I compared myself to other people, and I'm like, wait a minute, this shouldn't be this way. I should be able to. We all hear the people that say, I listen to so-and-so, and my stuff's way better than them, yet they're succeeding more than I am. All right? Something's wrong. We all feel that way. But it's because of our fear to move forward and to fail again and again, and to go through that discomfort that limits our success. So, wrap it all up, all right? Because again, I know it's not comfortable to address your own fears and realize that, we have challenges, personal challenges that we have to overcome, and a lot of times, I would say the majority of the times, we are our biggest challenge, not the market. Not the equipment, not the knowledge. We are. Our own fear and our own paralyzation from that fear is our biggest challenge. So what to do? Fail. I mean it. Fail. Make mistakes. Fall forward. I love that. Fall forward. If you're going to fall, and we all will, over and over again, fall forward. Meaning that if you're going to fail, then do it, and do it forward. Do it trying something that you haven't done before, or trying something that you're nervous about, or putting something out there and you're not even sure, but you're going to do it anyways because you are on a mission to be successful, to build something that you've never built before. Okay? fall forward. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. Hopefully this is what you needed to hear today. Thank you so much. If you have a chance, please like, subscribe below, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.